Good evening, legends. Today's review is Ghost Sleep in two flavors, Blue Dream and Apple Pie. So tonight I'm going to be doing the Blue Dream flavor. First of all, I want to give you a quick rundown on the formula of the product, the benefits of the product, and just some other general Q&As that I've got off social media to help address it in this video for anyone that may have those concerns about Ghost Sleep and the premise behind it. So first and foremost, I always like to go down and break down the formula of what's in the product and what you're putting in your body, so that way you know what to expect. So as you know, fully open label on the back there. There are a lot of ingredients in here that you have probably never heard of before. And when someone's looking at a sleep aid, it's important to know what's in here, why it's in here, and the benefits behind it. So first of all, Ghost took a very unique approach with Ghost Sleep. And they included 3.125 grams of colostrum. And if you don't know what that is, it's a derivative of milk. So if you have any kind of a dairy allergy, I would highly suggest you steer clear of this one. It might not settle too well. But what colostrum does do and help your sleep quality, helps with your immune system, immunity, and GI health, which also plays into the next ingredient of 1.25 grams of immunoglobulin. That's a tongue twister, but that also helps with your immune system as well. A whopping 3 grams of L-glycine. And not only does that help your sleep quality, it helps your sleep readiness as you are going to bed. In tandem with that is 1 gram of GABA. And GABA is a very common OTC sleep medication that you can get from like a PCP doctor. So it's to help with slowing down your brain activity and getting your body ready to relax. So when you're trying to really wind down at night, GABA is really going to help slow down your brain and the activity in it to help you really smooth out and get into that sleeping pattern. But to combat that, a lot of people have sleeping problems because of stress management. So 2 important ingredients, 600 milligrams of ashwagandha KSM 66. You also see that in Ghost Intra, plus 400 milligrams of Serenade. Both are for stress management, improving cortisol levels. All right, let's hop back into some of the sleep qualities in this product. So 500 milligrams of Zalaria and 500 milligrams of L-triphotin. So both of these are important things to know. So the triphotin helps with the time going to bed and relaxing, and the Zalaria also helps with sleep quality and getting your mind to shut down. Again, you're going to see a lot of these ingredients overlap with what they do, but Ghost is really giving you a full spectrum sleep aid with so many different angles on how this is attacking your brain, slowing down receptors, and getting you to go to bed. Last but not least, one thing that many people debated was, is Ghost going to include melatonin? And yes, they are. They're going to use an immediate and a sustained release blend. So you get 1.5 milligrams of an immediate release and 1.5 milligrams of a sustained release. So not only does it hit you right away, but as you fall asleep and go to bed, that melatonin helps with sleep quality and keeping you asleep. So think of it like what you see in Legend All Out with the caffeine and the dicaffeine malate, or the sustained release caffeine. It hits you right away before your workout, and then during your workout, you kind of get that second wind. This is what they're doing with the melatonin. Hit you before you go to bed, and as you're asleep, it helps keep you in a deep REM sleep to really hit those deep patterns. So this formula is amazing, absolutely amazing. And let's not forget the 200 milligrams of magnesium in here as well. That's a very common ingredient for nighttime remedy. So I just love how Ghost put in 2 scoops 13 grams of raw actives in here to really knock you out when you go to bed. So let's go over some of the things I want to talk about first. This is a 2-scoop product. So it says 20 servings, but a lot of people, if you don't tolerate melatonin, I would say use it as a 1-scoop formula. Melatonin, a side effect, can make you pretty groggy in the morning. And if you do notice that, I would cut back. So if you go right to 2 scoops, I would always suggest starting at 1 before moving up to 2. But listen to your body, right? You want to make sure you get into a good nightly routine. You also want to make sure you're dimming lights, removing screen time, all that jazz, taking your sleep, and then going to bed. So for me, a good example is, let's say I eat dinner around 7 or 8 p.m. I'll read a book for a bit. I'll stretch. I'll relax. I'll hit sleep at maybe about 9:30, 10 o'clock. Give my body a good hour, hour and a half, 2 hours to digest my last meal. Wind down, relax, take sleep, and get knocked out. In a perfect world, that's not always going to happen. Some people work all the way up until they go to bed. Some people got to take care of kids. You know how it is. Parents out there, they'll tell you, team single over here, YOLO. I can't really complain about that. But nonetheless, that is the biggest question that I got. How should I dose it? What are some things I should know about it? What are some side effects? That's what I want you to look out for. Now, if you experience anything that's a little weird, I would say cut it out for a couple days and see if it regulates. That might tell you that you're not agreeing with something in the formula. So, a lot of things that I got there. Now, that I went over all of that, I'm going to just do one scoop just to assess it. This is my first time trying Sleep. I will update how I feel using Sleep. I'm a big concert head. I go to a lot of concerts. I am out way too late some nights, and I'm such an early bird. I'm usually up at 5. I'll get home from concerts at 1. I'll still be up at 5. But when you sleep 4 hours, you don't feel good. Sleep might make me feel a lot better. So, at least that's my goal. We're going with the Blue Dream. I heard this tastes like a blueberry cobbler, and if it tastes anything like a blueberry cobbler, home run. So, I did about 8 ounces, 1 scoop. On the back here, it does say 1 serving, which is 2 scoops, about 6 to 8 ounces. So this might be a little watered down. Cheers, guys. That has a very distinct blueberry smell. Cheers. Oh, wow. That is a very unique flavor. So, from the Building the Brand video that said it's a blueberry cobbler, that is very true. A dense, rich blueberry flavor out of the gate. You start to get in the back end that little subtle flavor of like a buttery cobbler meshing together. It is a stronger blueberry to cobbler ratio, which I feel is ideal to replicate that dessert. But the way Ghost meshes their flavors makes this immaculate. This is, so good. That is definitely a treat before going to bed, which I think was the sole purpose of why they flavored it in these 2 flavors. Overall, I wanted to really address the formula, the benefits, what's in it, a taste test, and also some Q&As that I've had and what to expect from Go Sleep. If you have any other questions, please let me know. Drop it in the comments below. But as always, you can support me by using my coupon code ChefBob at checkout on anything. Ghost Sleep, Ghost webpage, Ghost merch, Ghost apparel. This did drop on the 28th. It is now early September. Sour Strips launch is coming up on the 9th. Get ready for a crazy September, guys. You are not ready. Cheers, guys.